Security Operations Fundamentals Lesson 4. The Incident Response Lifecycle. What is PICERL? The PICERL framework, preparation, identification, containment, eradication, recovery, and lessons learned, provides the SOC with a disciplined, repeatable structure for managing incidents end-to-end. While designed as a sequential six-phase lifecycle, real-world response is rarely perfectly linear. Teams frequently loop back to earlier phases, such as returning to containment if a second attacker foothold is discovered during eradication. Operational flexibility within the framework is expected, but skipping phases is not. The 6 phases in depth. Phase 1. Preparation. Because readiness directly dictates incident performance, preparation is an ongoing operational cycle rather than a one-time checklist. Strategy and governance means developing and documenting incident response playbooks for the most likely threat scenarios. Technical and operational readiness means deploying and configuring essential SOC tools, CM, EDR, SOAR, and secure communication platforms. Communication and external alignment means building pre-established relationships with legal counsel, law enforcement, and third-party incident response firms, and defining internal escalation paths, crisis communication protocols, and regulatory notification requirements. Phase 2. Identification. Not every alert represents an active breach. This phase centers on filtering noise, distinguishing genuine threats from false positives, and scoping the event. Scoping the threat means that during initial triage, analysts must quickly answer critical questions. Which specific systems, user accounts, and data are affected, when the incident began and how long it has been active, and what type of attack is occurring and who is likely responsible. AI-powered acceleration means modern SOCs leverage AI and automation to process high-volume telemetry at scale. Alert correlation means AI automatically correlates signals from multiple data sources and enriches them with threat intelligence. Rapid analysis reduces tasks that previously required hours of manual log analysis down to minutes, surfacing critical threats for analyst review. Incident declaration and escalation means that once an active threat is confirmed, formal response workflows kick off. Mobilization and scoring means a formal case is opened, a severity score is assigned, and the incident response team is mobilized. Threshold evaluation relies on clear criteria, defined during preparation, that dictate whether an event requires a full IR response versus routine handling. Phase 3. Containment. Once an incident is confirmed, the immediate priority is containment, stopping the threat from spreading while preparing for full eradication. The two-stage containment strategy balances immediate damage control with long-term business continuity. Short-term containment consists of rapid, temporary actions, such as isolating endpoints, disabling user accounts, or blocking malicious IPs to halt active lateral movement. Long-term containment consists of deliberate measures, like spinning up clean shadow environments, that allow business operations to continue while original systems remain isolated for analysis. Decision-making in playbooks means analysts must weigh aggressive isolation against potential business disruption, using a playbook-driven response that leverages predefined playbooks built during preparation. Evidence preservation means protecting forensic artifacts by avoiding prematurely rebooting systems, overwriting logs, or running cleanup scripts. Teams must always capture memory images, preserve log data, and document system states before containment actions are executed. Phase 4. Eradication. With the threat contained, eradication focuses on identifying and completely removing every trace of the attack from the environment to prevent reinfection. Determining total threat elimination is complex. Secondary backdoors mean adversaries often install redundant access points. Missing one forces teams back into containment during recovery. Lateral movement tracking means teams must systematically trace every endpoint, account, and system touched during the incident. Core remediation activities include artifact removal, which eliminates all identified malware, backdoors, web shells, and attacker tools. Root cause patching closes the specific vulnerability or misconfiguration that enabled the initial compromise. Credential invalidation resets all user, administrative, and service account credentials exposed during the breach. Persistence verification conducts forensic analysis to confirm no hidden persistence mechanisms remain. Automated artifact hunting operates at enterprise-wide scale. EDR and SOAR platforms automate artifact hunting across thousands of endpoints simultaneously. A rapid sweep replaces days of manual endpoint investigation with automated, environment-wide searches for known attacker indicators. Phase 5. Recovery. Recovery safely restores affected systems to normal, verified business operations without reintroducing the threat. System restoration and baselines rely on clean backups, restoring affected data and applications exclusively from verified, uncompromised backup sources. Phase reconnection and monitoring means gradual reintegration, slowly reconnecting isolated systems to the network in stages while actively monitoring for any recurrence of threat activity. Stakeholder communication and preparedness means providing transparent reporting with mandatory status updates to leadership, legal counsel, regulatory bodies, and affected customers as required. Preparedness impact shows that pre-tested backups and documented rebuild procedures reduce downtime from weeks down to hours. Phase 6. Lessons learned. Lessons learned transforms past incidents into future resilience through a structured review of what happened, how the team responded, and what must be improved. Incident documentation produces a formal incident report detailing the full timeline, root cause, total impact, and response actions taken. Playbook and detection updates refine existing playbooks and deploy new detection rules to catch similar threats faster in the future. Remediation action items assign clear ownership for fixing identified gaps in tools, processes, or environment coverage. SOAR, accelerating every phase. Security orchestration, automation, and response is a stack of software solutions that connects disparate security tools. It automates the execution of incident response workflows. It allows different security tools to work together automatically, specifically accelerating the containment and eradication phases of PICERL. Historically, the SOC used many different tools, SIEM, EDR, threat intelligence platforms, firewalls, and moving between them required manual effort at every step. The three components of SOAR. Orchestration connects disparate security tools so they share data and trigger actions across systems automatically. When the SIEM detects a suspicious login, orchestration can simultaneously query the EDR for endpoint context, check the threat intelligence platform for related IOCs, and pull the user's access history from the identity management system, all without analyst intervention. Automation executes predefined, repetitive tasks without human input. Tasks like checking an IP address against threat lists, sending verification prompts to users, or disabling an account pending investigation happen instantly the moment trigger conditions are met. Response, or playbooks, are pre-programmed action plans that execute PICERL workflows at machine speed. A ransomware playbook, for instance, might automatically isolate an endpoint, snapshot its memory for forensics, alert the incident response team, and generate a high-priority ticket within seconds of initial detection. Thank you for listening to this lesson. Like and follow us for more content.